Welcome back to another episode of Daily Dose Podcast. I'm your host, Nisha Dene, as always. Sometimes you gotta take a break and breathe, you gotta take a break and breathe before you get to talking. I want to talk about the kind of woman that I am, the kind of love that I have, the kind of love that I have. I used to hate being a unconditional, loving, agape, if you're Christian, you know what agape means. Unconditional, honestly, genuine, loving person. I was brought up that way. I seen my mom do it. I seen my mom do it with my dad. No matter what the situation was, no matter what they've been through, I've always watched her give her all in her love aspect and be romantic, be the epitome of what a woman was, a wife was, a friend was, a mother was. Like she was there. She was there because he was there, but he was there, but you don't really remember him being there, if you can relate to that. But she was always there. And I remember her she was dressed up like for the anniversaries and all that. And just because she was dressed up in her little sexy lingerie, she would have rose petals and candles. And she had this brownie tray that was in the shape of a heart. She would make brownies and crab legs. Crab legs was their thing. And she would be sexy, she would be elegant, she would be nice, she would be sweet, she would be caring in the way that she cared for people. And I branched off of that because I thought, that's how you love a person. No matter what that person may put you through or what y'all might be going through, that's how you still show that person love and that you're still there and that you still care for them. You care for their needs, you care for their happiness as well as yours. You're putting that above anything else. And that's always how I've tried to love, as all I've tried to be as a woman, And I used to hate it. Because it's a good and it's a bad. You can be that person, you can be that loving woman, you can show a person that side of you and be all of that, but it gets taken advantage of and it gets taken for granted. I ain't see that growing up. Like I ain't noticed or pay attention to that growing up. And it hurts because you're still there. You're still trying to be that person, trying after trying after trying sometimes, ladies, because you always gonna forgive. And I used to hate being that person, but then I had to learn that you can still be that loving person and show that in glimpses. And if the person hold on to that, that's great. That's good. The person want to keep that, cherish it, appreciate it, flourish it, grow with it, that's great. And they don't, you got to protect it. You got to start protecting it. You got to start, kind of cutting it back, to protect yourself and to protect that love. Once you see that it start being taken for granted. And you don't learn that till you're older, you don't learn that till you're older, or you don't really care about it as much as you do until you're older because you're not really looking for anything really serious until you're older. I was always looking for something serious when I was 17, 18, I was always looking for something serious because I grew up that way. I grew up thinking that, hey, once you meet a person, give them their all, and it's going to work out. And majority of the time, it don't work out. People get comfortable, people take advantage of it. Then you got to leave. And then you got to, be hard for a minute, then decide if you want to show that side again. And I appreciate the women around me because my grandmother is the same way. We love in the worst ways, if that makes sense. We love in the worst ways, in the worst situations sometimes. And a lot of my females on my mother's side, I can only speak from my mother's side because I really didn't grow up around my dad's side. So they love in the worst ways, in the worst situations, through the worst storms. I've always seen them love the men that they're with. I've always seen them love the men that they're with. And it's worked out for them. It's worked out for them. That comes with growth. That comes with the women that they are. And I appreciate that because I know that I am that strong woman. I know that I am that loving woman. I know that I am that nurturing woman. I know that I am that woman that can be, what you need her to be when she needs to be and still be beautiful. in doing so. And I've learned not to regret growing up that way or being shown love that way or showing my love that way. I don't regret it anymore. I just take it, with a pillar of salt. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. But hey, as long as you're a good person at heart, as long as that's your nature at heart, you're always winning. You're always winning. You may fall sometimes, but as long as you ain't broke, then you good. As long as if you did break something, hey, heal it. You gotta heal yourself. You gotta heal those broken areas. You gotta heal that hurt. You gotta heal all the mental chaos that comes with, society and just being here. Sometimes it's hard to want to be here. Sometimes it's hard to be here. But we all just making it through. Continue to be your loving self. Continue to appreciate the things that you thought were your downfall. And accept you. I had to accept me. I had to accept that I am a loving, romantic, hopelessly romantic, hard, strong, mushy. I am a big baby sometimes. When I'm really in love, I'm really a big baby person. That's me. That is me. And I'm a protector. I'm that mama lion. I'm that lion. That lioness. That lioness. That is me. And I appreciate it. And I'm never going to let nobody change it. I'm appreciate it. I'm going to give it when it needs to be given, or when I see fit that it needs to be given. And if it's reciprocated, it is. But if it ain't, I'm out. I leave quick. I leave quick. But I appreciate the woman that I am, and I appreciate the women that I grew up around. I appreciate my mom and her love. I do. I appreciate my mom and her love. I appreciate my grandmother and her love. People ain't perfect. people ain't perfect, but I appreciate the women that they were that made me the woman that I am today. The woman that I am today. I push harder. Because I know I love deep. I push harder because I know I love deep. So join me on another episode later. I don't know, I might film one later today, but that's neither here nor there. Like, share, subscribe, and love the people that's in your corner. Love everybody for who they are or for the aspects of them that you see in yourself. Have a great day.